So I think you just need to bring in two people. But I agree with you. I think Kathy is coming back as a friend of, and it's going to be epic.
I think it will be epic. I don't know what the point of this is. Aside from this Daily Mail article did release new, I thought, tidbits about what's going on with Morgan and Kyle. And essentially they say they are like fucking, basically, is what this article says. But they really are not. Morgan makes Kyle feel good, but Morgan is also pursuing her career and on the road a lot. And so while they're having this fling, there isn't a real definition around this relationship. So it
It's
sounded.
perfect. Sounds perfect. Sounds perfect. Wait, there's no definition, and you can come into town and we can have hot sex, and then you could go on tour. I mean, sign me up. Like, where's my Morgan?
Right. But if you're Kyle, I can see how. Are you gay, or is this a one-off or are you gay for this person? And maybe that is the same thing. I'm not sure, but I'm wondering for her if she comes out. Morgan and I are, we're doing it. We're having this relationship. I don't know. I mean, then you're forever to some degree defined or labeled by that. So I'm wondering if she's
Are they
just kind of.
though? Do we
Yeah,
have
I
to
don't know.
put a label on it? Can't we just
Yes,
say
everybody does. Look, you can pretend every which way to Sunday that there's no label, but
people want a label?
I mean, I do think, thank God, in 2024, in my humble opinion, I think that labels mean less and less. I mean, people are right. I mean, how many people now do you know that are every which way of fluid? I mean,
I think Kyle is, I think that she is in love, and I think Morgan is in love, and this is a true love story. And
yeah,
this,
yeah.
look, I also think that Kyle, I don't think we're giving Kyle enough credit for being like, Kyle's all on board. Kyle is on board with the RHOBH train. And I do believe she's one of those who will do anything for the show. So I think we're going to get Morgan. And I don't even think it takes that much convincing. I think Kyle is like, this is what is right for the show. I don't
Oh,
think it's
really?
fake. I think she's in love. Um,
Oh, I don't think we're gonna get caught. I don't think we're gonna get
you
Morgan much.
know,
I don't think we're gonna get her. I mean, like I said,
I want her. I want Morgan. I want Morgan in every fucking scene. I want her there.
well, me too. Nothing is like I said, nothing is hotter than a late in life lesbian like couple. Like, let's see it. But I don't know. If Kyle was so on board, they'd be filming already. What's the hesitation?
You think, well, I'm not sure that I do think Miss Kemsley will be returning, but Miss Kemsley's not a shoo-in. There's these conflicting rumors and there's nastiness that she might be out. She's on the chopping block, Miss Kemsley. I think she's gonna survive.
Me
Dorit.
too. And her friend, she's bringing apparently a friend in. Dorit's friend
Well,
Camilla, you think this is true, is now in the mix of RHOBH next season.
I have a lot of thoughts
I
about this.
love this combo, by the way. And they're saying this will be really great because if Garcelle gets into it with her, now Dorit has her friend who has her.
Well, Dorit's friend is a black woman. I mean, we have to just make
Yeah.
note of that because we have eyes. This, what was her name? Camilla?
I think I'm saying that right. I'm the worst with names, so forgive me if it's probably something entirely different, but it's
K
Kamiyla.
K-A-M-I K-A, let me write this out.
Yeah, write it out. You're much better with names than I am.
K-A-M-Y.
Kamiyla.
Camilla, yeah. Camilla. She's drop dead gorgeous from that picture.
Stunning.
She looks like a fashionista.
Love it.
Look, it, look, first, let's see what's going on with Dorit herself. But Anne Marie, excuse me, Anna Marie Wiley, to correct myself each time, has stated in many of her post interviews, since RHOBH, one of the things that she has brought up is that none of the women on the cast are able to speak up to Garcelle, that they are afraid because they are white women. And this is basically a quote from Anna Marie. And she was the only one that was able to do so. And everyone else is afraid to challenge Garcelle. So Dorit's friend probably won't be necessarily afraid, according to Anna Marie. And then when Garcelle calls Dorit a Karen, I guess this Camilla will speak up and say she is not a Karen. So perhaps we will see that. Look, someone, I think it will be the season of Dorit versus Kyle. I think it did save Dorit's job. I don't know if she really was on the chopping block. They set somebody up each season to kind of, we had the Erica Jane season, we had the Kyle season. Maybe Kyle versus Dorit is enough, but I feel when you get taken down the way Dorinda was when she came after Tinsley, and then they showed her the door, and the way Lisa Rinna went cuckoo and they showed her the door. Eventually, nobody is protected unless you're Kyle Richards. I think Erica's pretty protected. I just think
Yeah.
one day we're going to have a season that is the takedown of Garcelle. I think one day we're going to have the season that is the takedown of Sutton. I can
Well,
see it.
we've tried
We've
a couple
tried.
times with Sutton. Now, Crystal, I seem to be the only one that recalls this or cares. You know, Crystal tried to take Sutton down with alleged racist vibes. Then that ended. Last season, we tried to take her, we a little bit came for Sutton with an eating disorder and being an alcoholic. Didn't really stick.
But
So
I mean, the producers have to wake up and say, we're done with you. And now we're going to do you hardcore dirty. So I just don't know. Like, is that what's going to happen here to Garcelle? I don't think so. I think if Dorit comes back, I think it's just Dorit versus Kyle. And I think that's what it is. But who knows? But I think that from that picture, it looks like, I love a nice, stylish, wealthy looking housewife. So bring on Dorito's friend and keep Dorito. Keep her. But
I love keeping Dorito at least one more season. Now, PK has been fired. He has a real estate, the equivalent
yes.
of selling Beverly Hills, but he has it in London. It's
What
not
happened? It
selling
didn't
London,
do
but
so well, did it? I think it's called selling super houses. Let's get into with the Brits. Let's talk like the Brits selling super houses.
darling.
Um,
Wasn't so super, apparently. And
what happened? Bad ratings?
yes. Yeah. No, no, I mean they just basically said, look, it's not being renewed. The ratings weren't great. That was it. Now, that can happen to anybody, you know. I mean, but
Poor PK. I'm sorry.
I didn't even know he had the show. So I'm not missing anything, I guess, because it wasn't airing here in the United States. I'm sure you could probably, if you knew the website, could get it somewhere, but I didn't even know he had a radio
Well,
show.
that's when he was over in London putzing around with the filming, and they said, was he diddling and daddling? You know what I'm saying? The way I said Mauricio likes to diddle and daddle. Was PK diddling and daddling?